I'm here with Susan Lenart Kazmer for Shipwreck Beads, and Susan's known for making these incredible talismans. So can you tell us a little bit about it, and then we're going to actually make one with you?
Yes, actually. This is a large portion of my work that I do. I'm an artist, and I am a metal worker, and I use a lot of pieces that are found objects, purchased objects, a number of different types of pieces like that. And I think what I do best is connections. And this one, actually, the Talisman, it has a vintage girdle strap that I bought in France, and keys and different pieces like that, jacks that I have on here, rocks from Lake Erie.
Okay, so what would you do to start with?
Well,
making it.
These are some of the pieces that I brought with today. As far as Talisman goes, you can use any type of vintage jewelry or pieces that you have around. This is a purchased object. This is some of the Lake Erie rocks and just some metals that I did.
Yeah, so a talisman, as you were saying, can be a combination of both, either things that you found, or if you can go to a catalog and find some things that maybe blend in with it or have some meaning to you.
Absolutely, and then the beads a lot of times work well with the pieces. Now, if I have a piece of sheet metal, this is a screw down punch. This one I cut to size, but you can actually just insert your piece in here and screw it down, and then you could have a hole in your object so you can get it attached to your pieces. Okay. So that's this piece here.
Now show us how to get it all attached together.
Okay, so I'm going to start with, this is some 22 gauge wire, actually. Depending on how heavy my piece is the size of wire that I choose. So I'm actually just going to show some of the bead pieces first. There's a number of them on this piece. Using faceted beads and faceted beads and pearls, it helps step up the aging of some of these pieces. They're worked down, some of the old pieces. Okay. So I'm just going to put this pearl or this crystal on a head pin, and then I'm just going to have 2 washers. I always use washers with my work. Anytime I'm using metal in my piece, I use metal also on top of my glass. For 1, they work as washers, and for 2, overall, it will be incorporated into your work pretty good. So then I'm going to hold it up about 1/4 of an inch and just bring this around.
So just making a loop.
Just making a loop. And then I'm just going to wrap it. I like to have a lot of wraps, and it makes it nice and secure.
Gives it more metal.
Yeah. And then I'm just going to snip it off really close.
Okay. Do you put it on the jump ring after that?
You know what? I usually wait till I'm all done. I'm going to burnish down my wire so it won't bother anybody. I usually put 3 to 4 to 5 pieces on 1 jump ring. So I'm going to go ahead and show all 3.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah, because I just like a really full look.
So you make loops on all of them, and then when you're finished, then you can start connecting everything together.
Yes, yeah. So usually I sit and I'll do about 100 beads, which isn't quite so exciting, but then you get to the fun part later.
So show us how to just put them on the jump ring and connect them together.
Okay, so with these, what I would do is I'm going to open up my jump ring, and the way you open up a jump ring is just, I use 2 pliers, and you want to open them forward and backward, and then your pieces are just going to slip right on. And as I said, I usually like to use a number of different lengths on my pieces. Yeah, and then here's the chain that I use on my piece, and I'm just going to go ahead and hook these on like this.
Oh, that seems pretty good. So that's nice and easy. The fun part is just finding this stuff. Now, what I love is that you've brought with you a couple other pieces. Let's talk quickly about this piece, because she is incredible.
Okay, she's actually the first one in my circus troupe. I'm building a 6-person circus troupe, and she wears, it's all with removable jewelry. This is a ring that you can wear. This is a bracelet. She has a stack of bangle bracelets on her, and she has 4 rings. But she's part of Letters to My Lover, which is a talisman. It's handwriting.
And then we have that beautiful book.
Yeah, and that's actually of the same process that I do. I work with resin and bringing up transparent paper. So this one I like using the transparencies. You really can see a lot through.
And then you can see Susan has also brought a variety of other different things. And, you can have fun with this project, which is what I like. It could be very personal and, lots of things that really have true meaning to you. So that's incredible.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Susan. Your work is fantastic.
Oh, thank you very much.
Well, up next, we visit a consumer show for a visit with Lisa Niven Kelly.